let's go and get into it because we're gonna save some of the dynasty. I got something special for y'all with the dynasty episode. So I coached with the dynasty for 6 years. We did single C, double C. We went to the B level. We had single B and double B.
Yeah.
Then we had
Triple B for 1 year.
but we had double B another year.
Had
after
double
that.
B another year. We had double B 3 years.
We had double B 3 years, and then we finished off with triple B.
Yeah.
Now the year 6, the year we had triple B, I was coaching on the high school level at that point.
Yes.
So I'm learning more. I'm understanding more. And the type of person I am, I continue to grow. I can't just stay stagnant.
Yeah.
You know, I can't just do the same thing over and over and over.
Absolutely.
So that last year I was coaching with y'all, I understood we was clash. First of all, the dynasty had to separate. Kenny had to leave,
Yeah.
go up to the A level.
But that was Kenny left year before that. So Kenny
Yeah, he left the year before that.
He left the year before that, and that was a big decision
And that was to do what was best for the program.
for the program.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
the program.
So we'll touch on that too. But I just feel like I was clashing because, like you said, I'm learning things on a high school level. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how they do it up here. If I'm coaching up here and I come back here, I want to bring what I learned over here and drop
Bring
some
it over
jewels
here.
off over here.
Yeah.
We can get better that way.
Yeah.
And I find myself arguing with some of the coaches about structure.
Yeah.
Just a simple argument about structuring practice. Let's do this at this time, do this at this time, do this at this time. And I'm getting feedback like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We already winning. Why change now? Blase. Shit was getting frustrating.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? And I ended up having a kid. I found out my wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
So you know what? I was going to dip anyway,
Yeah.
but I'm going to just take some time off. You know, I'm going to have my son, take some time off, just going to breathe. I'm going to be a daddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I left originally. I was frustrated,
Yeah.
but I left because of my son too.
Yeah.
But I know me and you had conversations all throughout that year. Me and Kenny had conversations all throughout that year.
Yeah. I stayed in your pocket.
You did.
I stayed
So-
in your pocket.
I took the year 2022 off. I wasn't going to coach this year.
Yeah.
Found out I was having another son. So I'm like, oh, shit, I'm through coaching. No, I get my head coach with Red.
Yeah.
Red been trying to get me to coach with him for a couple years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Red. He been trying to get me to coach with him for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was like, if I'm a coach, I'm a coach with Crimson Tide. That's what I've
Yeah.
been coaching with. But then I started playing back like, man, there's some things going on over there that I ain't really, it ain't me no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I outgrew certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if certain people wanted to stay where they were, it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna
do
get
it.
my all into it.
Yeah.
And if we ain't on the same wavelength as far as mentality, I can be an asshole. You ain't gonna want to be around me because I want to win.
Yeah.
And I'm all about the grind. We got to grind. It's about what you do on the practice field.
Yeah.
The game is the fun part.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Red, cutting my hair every 2 weeks. Red in my ear, he in my ear. And let's just say Red made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
That's
So
cool.
I said, you know what? And he wasn't, I didn't have to do as much either.
Yeah.
Because I had to, like you said, I had to do a lot with the dynasty.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do everything, but I had to do a lot.
Yeah.
I was more so just in a helping role with Blackman.
Yeah.
Helping with the offense, helping with some of the receivers, helping with the DBs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And just kind of helping with the coaching staff, so to speak. Just giving little pointers, feedback, and just leading by example, so to speak. So I remember coming to one of the conditioning.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we get into it. Let's go.
I hollered at you. I said, hey, bro, man, I've been talking to Red. I might go over there. I might go over there and mess with Blackman. I don't know if you took me serious or you thought I was just talking.
But the words out of your mouth was, ain't nothing set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you gonna rap before I make any kind of decision.
I don't remember
Those were
that
the
part.
words
I don't
out of your
remember that.
mouth.
I don't remember
You
that last
said-
part.
You
I
said,
don't remember that last part.
we gonna talk. I said, bro, we need
I
to
take
talk.
your word for it. I don't remember that last part.
I said, bro, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk.
No, because when I was telling you about Blackman, you just kept telling me about new players y'all got. Man, we got this. We doing this different. We running this. Da 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 da. You was just telling me about Crimson Tide, and it's like
Yeah, we ain't get
it's
to
like
talk
you
about
kind of
nothing
just
today.
brushed off what I said about black.
I was here. I heard it, but I
Nah,
didn't
it
want to
went
hear it.
here,
Yeah,
and it went out
Yeah,
here.
because I was more so. Once I heard you say,
You try to finesse me.
absolutely. Once you told me before I make it, ain't nothing set in stone yet. We'll talk. I took it as that. I took you for your word on that.
I hollered at O that same day too.
Yeah.
O brushed me off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bro, if you ain't coaching at the high school, you ain't.
And that's how we took it.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
to get it.
Not to cut you off. Tyrone was doing his thing on the conditioning field, so I didn't stay and holler at him.
Yeah.
I didn't stay and holler at Tony.
Yeah.
It's really only, and I didn't really talk to Kenny about it either. We kind of touched on it, but I didn't really solidify anything.
Yeah.
But I had a conversation with you and with O.
Absolutely.
Officially.
You did.
So I want it to be known. I did have a conversation with you and O.
He did.
About
He did.
that being a possibility.
It was in the talks.
But I do remember saying I'm gonna show up to a practice. I'm gonna go to their practice, see what they talking about.
You said that. You said, guess
see what they talking about.
I remember the whole conversation like it was yesterday. He said they got to practice on Tuesday. I'm gonna go to it, but me and you gonna rap. So to see it when he posted it, he put it on Facebook.
Don't say he. I did it.
Yeah, he did it. He put it on Facebook, and then but see, he didn't say all the way, but he had the colors of the Blackman colors, and when
I'm real intentional with everything.
Yeah, it was so straight to the point. So it was like boom. Then that's when the phone calls start coming in.
You talking about to you or
to me? Okay. That's when the phone. Damn,
getting
man.
calls from who? The staff or
the staff? People just in the organization. People that done coached with us before, kids done played with us and everything.
The kids was calling too?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hold on, time out though. Just keep in mind, was it 2 seasons or 1 season? I think it might have been 2 seasons I didn't coach with y'all.
It was 2. It was
no,
2.
I last coached with y'all in 2020.
2020. That was the year I got sick. So it was 2020.
Yeah, 2020 I didn't coach with y'all.
COVID year.
That was my last year, 2020. I didn't coach with y'all in 2021. I went to Laverne. I was on the varsity level. I didn't coach with y'all in 2021.
Yeah.
I sat out 2022. I didn't coach at all. So I wasn't coaching for 2 years.
Wasn't.
So it ain't like I left y'all staff. I was coaching with y'all this year. And over the summer, I left. I've been out the game for 2 years.
For 2 years.
I decided to come back to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just decided to join another
And that was
organization.
probably, like I said, that hit. It hit hard. It hurt. It hurt more than anything.
Even though that I wasn't coaching with y'all for 2 years,
it didn't even matter because you wasn't coaching with nobody.
All right, so what's your honest thought? Because me and you ain't even talked about this yet.
No,
so we're going to address it on camera.
We haven't.
What was your thoughts when you see me make that post?
Oh, hell no. I was pissed. I was steaming Willie Beam. I don't even let, hey, I don't let a lot of stuff get to me, but I was boiling hot. Like, I wasn't even, it was straight up, man, Chris. That's what exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It's like that?
It was like, man, Chris. Hell nah, man.
Damn.
He gonna go down there and coach with them daddy coaches. It was all types of shit. It was.
So it hit harder because of who I decided to coach with and the age level I decided to coach with?
Yes, it hit harder because it was one of them things to where I feel like anybody who's been related to in this youth football world or Crimson Tide, anybody for some reason, when anybody leaves Crimson Tide, they go to Blackman. And it's like, bad enough we dealing with that. That pisses me off because I feel like out of all, why does everybody keep going to Blackman? Like, they'll leave go to Smyrna, go to Una.
Somebody like Smyrna, bro.
You can go to any school, any team, but they all leave to go to Blackman. And it's like, man, that stuff it's different when it go into them. So when your brother, like, you got to use that. And it's like, damn, he rather coach with them before he coach with us. Man, that shit serious. That's how you got to look at that. That shit serious. The way
So
it's like,
you looked at that as, did you take the time to figure out, like, he made that decision for a reason? Is there a reason why he didn't want to coach with us, or he just said "F us" and decided to go?
I was more so stuck
You was just upset.
I was more so stuck because I was like, he said we was gonna rap. That's my biggest thing about it. If we would have rapped and then it came out, then I wouldn't even felt no type of way about it because I feel like we'd already spoke about it. and then I already done talked about it. So me
Right.
getting it is not me getting it with everybody else. Like more so say when the world got it, I got it.
Right.
So that's where I was more so stuck with it because it was like, damn, this motherfucker said he was gonna holler at me. He ain't even holler at me. So that's why I was more so stuck at it with more so he ain't holler at me and just let me.
So just as you feel like the relationship we had, I owed you a compensation.
Yeah, like like better when you came to me with it on the field, it was more so what? Like you know how somebody telling you something, you just gotta look at them like
you ain't take me serious, bro.
like you just gotta look at them from the side and just be like,
You ain't take me
what
serious,
you
bro.
just say? Like, man, get the
You thought
hell
it was
out
a
of here.
game, bro.
Like, and it was more so one of them type of things.
Yeah.
So it was like, but I had already been preparing for you not to come. More so say. Because I was banking on you so much. Like I was saying,
But I ain't coached with y'all in 2 years.
you
though.
didn't. You didn't. You didn't. But I was still banking.
Mhm.
I was just saying if he coming back to me. That was my biggest thing. If I got something going right here,
Mhm.
I gotta have Chris. Like I gotta have Chris. Like especially after the year I just had the following year.
Mhm.
When I told you the parents didn't buy in, everything was just all over the place.
Right.
It was like I needed you more than anything, but I was already planning for you not to be there. So when when you did come and tell me, like, oh, I'm planning on what's the name, it was like, well, shit, when I sit down talking to him, I'm going to tell him, hey, you can just come in, you ain't got to do too much. You know what I mean? Like, you can come in and be Chris again and just do everything, help with this, but I got an OC. You see what I'm saying? It was more so that because I had him already by the end. I locked him in doing 7-on-7. So it was like my
So
frustrations.
you ain't need me, bro.
I did. I didn't need you. The kids need you. It's a difference.
Don't hit me with the kids.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Coach Chris love the kids. Don't hit me with the
It's
kids.
a difference because I feel like with this team that we just had this year, it's a lot of kids on that team that would benefit so much if you touch them. And that's the biggest thing. I feel like I failed them on that. So when I said it's a lot of stuff we left on the table, that's the biggest thing. I left that on the table for them because a lot of them needed that extra in practice help. You know what I mean? A lot of parents can't afford to get the outside training.
Right.
But for them 2 hours, I had somebody that could really benefit and touch. Right. And I got some. And I got a special kid that I feel like by the end of he can probably be one of the best ones that come through our park. And that's big, considering the kids that I've touched.
Right.
And this kid right here, I feel like he's gonna be the one out of everybody. He's gonna be the one, and that's the one thing that I feel like I failed him because you didn't get to touch him. But that was the biggest thing that I feel like the kids need. The park needs you more than anything.
Oh
because
man, you try to guilt trip me.
Nah, it's more so of the it's the training aspect of it. It's the in practice training, the skill level of it.
All right, let's get real quick because you said we brothers, right?
Yeah,
I look at you like a big brother.
That's how I want you to.
So if we look at each other like brothers, like family, right?
Yeah.
I watch your sons grow up. You watch my nephews grow up.
Absolutely.
You and Kenny like it. You and my brother, y'all like that.
Yes.
So if I'm coaching football, a sport, why would you take it so personal? Because the same way you can say those kids needed me at Crimson Tide, is what I bring to the table only limited to Crimson Tide?
Absolutely not.
So why would you take my decision so personal?
Because it's family. It's a difference.
But what about our personal relationship?
Our personal relationship, we was brothers.
So why would our personal relationship be affected by a decision I made?
It wasn't
about
affected.
Sports.
It was hurt.
You said Chris.
Yeah, I had to.
That's our personal.
I had to.
That's our personal relationship.
As a brother, I feel like
bro.
if you ain't never said that to your brother, then y'all ain't brothers. Then I feel like you gotta be like, damn, bro.
That's real though.
Like that's the
real.
realest shit
That's
ever. I
real.
can tell you,
Real.
like, man,
That's real.
Chris,
That's
hell
real.
no.
That's real.
I was pissed. Like, I don't think you understand.
That's
like, it's not even pissed. It hurt. That's what it was. It was a hurt.
Kenny
thing.
called me. I think you had something at your crib.
I invited you.
You invited the dynasty. Like you was in a group chat. You invited the group chat. You didn't invite me personally.
Yeah, I didn't.
And if I would have went, I would have walked into an ambush.
Well, it was waiting on you.
It was waiting on me. Because Kenny called me. Kenny kind of gave me, and this is weird for me. Because Kenny called me. He gave me his perspective. I guess he was trying to be a big brother.
Yeah.
And he told me my name came up in the conversation. while he was there. And it kind of echoed the sentiments of how you feeling. Maybe some other people was feeling that way too.
Yeah.
But Kenny more so was like, I know you a grown man. You don't owe nobody no explanation. But you could have hollered at them. You could have talked to them. They was hurt, blase, blase.
That's what it was. It was more so hurt. But like, that's really what it was. It was more so hurt.
Yeah.
It's like out of everything, we done been through some dog fights. We done been in this coaching shit. We done been mistreated. We done been bamboozled. Like it's like to see the hate that come our direction. So for a person that I hold so high on a pedestal to make a decision and not even just give me the head. Like you gave me the heads up, but not like you said.
I gave you a warning.
You gave me a warning. But like I'm gonna hold this. You said we gonna holler, and I felt like, when we holler, I'm gonna bring out all this.
You still wouldn't have took me serious, bro.
But guess what? I was gonna take it serious, but guess what? That was my time to, like you say, finesse. That was my time to talk my game.
But bro,
cause I was gonna talk it.
But you feel like that work on me though?
It was gonna work.
It didn't.
I didn't get a chance to. I didn't get a chance to. I was gonna butter the biscuit. I was gonna do all that. I was gonna listen. It was, but even if it didn't, the fact that I had a chance just to express it or lay it on the table of what we needed, it was more than that. Was really all I needed was the boom. Like I'm saying, I was pissed, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like my girl took her to be like, that's the best decision for him, Tim.
But ain't that what I told y'all too? I said I made the decision that was best for my family.
I wasn't trying to hell her neither. I told her to shut the hell up too. But she kept saying it's the better decision. And I was like,
I ain't gonna say her name. Shout out to your lady.
And that was the one of them
for
things.
being reasonable.
She was just like, it's better. It's just better. But I was like, yeah, but it ain't. Like he could have went somewhere else. I wouldn't even gave a fuck.
What's the beef? Like you said, people leave, go to black men. Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because I've been on both sides of the fence. And just, I didn't leave Crimson Tide and go to Blackman. I was not coaching youth football for 2 years.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I made a decision. I didn't leave for the same reason everybody else leaves.
The only decision I can look at is people make that decision. Is first of all is ever since we're not in that type of league to where your kids can play, at all aspects of it. But the one thing I will say is they have a lot of daddy coaches. As far as through the organization.
Hold on. So, because I coached over there.
Yeah.
So shout out to Blackman. My time over there has been
shout out to him. It ain't nothing against them.
And we kicked y'all ass. We played y'all.
We ain't gonna say y'all kicked our ass, but y'all won. But we can keep talking. Go ahead.
Shout out to Blackman. Shout out to Nate. I'm gonna say shout out to Nate. I'm gonna
shout
tell
out
you why.
To Nate.
It ain't even like me and Nate built no relationship while
Nate
I was
dope.
there.
I've had conversations with Nate. Nate dope.
Cool people.
Cool.
Shout out to Coach Los.
That's my guy too.
Cool people.
Absolutely.
They pretty much running Black.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say shout out to Nate is he allowed every team to have their own identity.
Absolutely.
He wasn't lingering over your shoulder. He wasn't trying to convince you to do nothing you didn't want to do. He wasn't trying to impose nothing on you. Like, this your age group, you coaching them, do your thing. Everybody even had that, how y'all got the dynasty, and, we had Death Row and blase. Every level had their own identity.
Yeah.
They allowed the coaches to do whatever they wanted to do, as long as you ain't bringing no disrespect and no shame to the program.
Yeah.
I'm out your business. You know what I'm saying? If something come across my desk, we'll rap about it. But at the end of the day, it's your decision because that's your team.
I feel like the tide started
so that was cool. I was cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then me, coaching with Red. Shout out to Coach Red. Shout out to Coach K. Shout out to Coach Juan. Shout out to Coach Justin. Shout out to Coach Tony. Me and Justin, we played together at UNA. Some of our staff came from Crimson Tide.
All y'all staff came from Crimson Tide.
Not all of them. Coach K came from Bordeaux.
The only one. You can't make nobody else that didn't.
Red came from Crimson Tide.
They was all
Coach
on that
Juan
staff.
Came
the
from
one
Crimson
thing I
Tide.
can say is
Coach Justin came from Crimson Tide.
Exactly. All of those. The one thing I can
Why
say
is that, bruh?
they don't make it past Pee Wee.
Let's put it like this.
They don't make it past Pee Wee.
Because like
And
I
I can't
said,
say I've never coached their kids, never seen their kids. A lot of these people I never known anything about them.
we had 2 players on our team that played with y'all last year
And guess what?
on the dynasty
And
last
guess
year.
what?
I'm just
And they did. Did they win a championship this year?
we
ain't gonna
kicked,
talk
we kicked
about
y'all
that.
ass.
But don't matter. But guess what? The game that they wanted to win, did they win that one? Absolutely not.
We wanted to
and
win
the two
against
that
y'all.
left.
We
guess
wanted
what?
to win against y'all.
Yeah, you wanted to, and you also wanted to come away with that big trophy.
I was on parental leave during the championship. I was on
the
parental
biggest
leave.
thing
I went on the
yeah,
sideline.
We lost 2 kids.
You know what I'm saying? So
we lost 2 kids.
but you out of all people know, we played Jefferson Street Bills 6 times.
It's hard to beat a team that many times.
It's hard to beat the same team 6 times. The staff know each other. The kids know each other.
We've been in those games.
Exactly.
Smyrna. How many times we played them that one year and we finally got them when it counted?
So you understand.
I understand.
But
I totally understand.
Personally, I do feel like if I was there, we would have won the championship. I wasn't there. I had my second son.
Congratulations.
So I wasn't there. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
But you're not off the hook. So are we good now?
We good now.
We had to play each other for us to get cool again.
It wasn't even that. Like I said, my girl had a lot to do with it.
You should marry her, bro. She sound like a real individual.
Yeah, her just talking and just telling. Why is you? I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, bro. It was so bad that I was so mad. I even started a whole new text thread. That's how serious it is. When you gotta go start a whole new group text thread, that's when you know your feelings are hurt, bro.
Now, I'm gonna tell you.
That's when your feelings are hurt.
I'm gonna tell you what part got to me. Cause I got a different relationship with you, and I got a different relationship with Kenny. Obviously.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. Him and my brother cool. Him and Don, Don cool with Quana,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So me and Tyrone and Tony, we already got our relationship too.
Yeah.
But I got a different relationship with you and Kenny. I told both of y'all, this what I'm doing, this the decision I'm making, is what's best for me and my family.
Yeah.
Me and you never had a good conversation. You never even acknowledged that part, ever. It's always been football with you.
Yeah.
And you took it personal.
Yeah.
Me and Kenny has never acknowledged that part. Kenny, my blood brother.
Yeah.
He never even acknowledged that part.
Yeah.
Every time me and you have a conversation about black men, every time me and Kenny have a conversation about black men, something negative. It ain't got nothing to do with me and what I got going on.
Yeah.
It's strictly about black men.
Yeah.
So that made me feel like y'all don't give a about what I got going on. All y'all care about is I left Crimson Tide.
And
So
and
it
it's
seemed like my relationship with y'all
was built on Crimson
was
Tide.
built on Crimson Tide,
But it wasn't.
which is up.
It is. But like I said, it was more so.
It's football.
It was football.
It's football, bro.
But I felt like we didn't. Like I said, it's just
football, bro.
It is. But some things are bigger than football. If I feel like our relationship, well, you can call me and talk about anything. We can just call and talk about shit at the green, if the green eyes down the street or something like.
What
anything.
changed?
That's the thing.
What changed?
That's
Me coaching that black man. What changed between that? What affected that? Me coaching football at another program. Why can't we still talk about green eyes down the street?
And you know what? I don't know why. Because now it's like
It ain't football. From y'all perspective, it's not just football.
It was football, but you got to think though. My feelings were still in it. Like, don't get it twisted. My feelings were still in it. Like, it was still affected like bad, like all the way.
Right.
Like you said, I guess the feelings probably changed once we played.
Right.
Once we played, it was more so like, boom, like all right, it's on the table.
It really ain't nothing.
But it really wasn't.
It was never nothing to begin with.
It wasn't.
Especially from my end, it was never nothing to begin with. I think
Yeah.
it was more so on y'all end.
But like I said, it was more so where I felt like that conversation could have helped a lot.
I give you that. I give you that.
I just feel like that conversation could have helped a lot to where it's like, yeah, it did. It did. You be surprised. This football, this youth football world is hell.
Yeah.
It's a lot that goes on in this football world. So
yeah. A lot of people don't know about it.
A lot of people
politics
don't know about
in
it.
youth football.
It's so much politics in it,
Right.
man. And it's like it's a lot. It's a lot of politics.
And I've never been one to get
to
into.
deal
I've
with the
never
politics.
got into it.
And it's like I feel like that's why I came into it. I helped shed the politics from our coaching staff as far as from the dynasty. I take the hits on the all the politics
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that and not gonna let the politics interfere
Right.
with what we got going on because I know what we got is strong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that was the thing, it's strong. But over the years things has changed. I feel like we've grown a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody has, as far as here, you can just look at it here. We all great now, stuff like that.
Right.
Like it's just
And all that factoring into my decisions.
yeah, it's like it's different now.
Yeah.
It's different. But when you sit back and I look at some of the BS that has came,
Mm-hmm.
I can't leave when I feel like it's a lot of BS going on where it's can't. But
I was already gone 2 years.
you was already
ago.
gone.
I was already gone.
But it's feel like the structure has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Like inside the park, things are like moving in a direction where it's good. Like it's more family oriented. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, let's not sugarcoat it. True or false? Dynasty is Crimson Tide.
this is a very true thing. Very true.
Like I said,
But I would be selfish to say that because people will say
the
know how
truth,
it
the
is.
truth ain't hate. The truth ain't self.
is not.
And again, I don't coach for Crimson Tide no more.
No,
So I ain't got no dog in the fight.
none.
But the only thing that's been consistent at Crimson Tide, Luis has been the Pee Wee coach. Derek and Richard have been Pee Wee coach.
Yeah.
You and Tyrone have been on the same staff
Yeah.
the whole time.
The whole time.
Y'all the only ones that can say that.
Yeah.
Nobody else has had at least 2 coaches on the same staff every year.
Yeah.
Kenny
one year
is
I
an
was the only
extension
one
of the
to coach.
dynasty
And
on the A level.
And
Kenny and O.
Kenny and O.
Extension of the dynasty on the A level. So that's the A level and the B level.
Yeah.
Even separating the B level. You got Maurice. You got Tony. Had to separate that. That's still an extension of the dynasty.
Yeah.
Pee Wee is Pee Wee, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, this new structure, the new family oriented, it's been a lot of coaches come and went.
A
lot of players came and went. A lot of kids came and went. The consistency has been the dynasty. The direction of the program has been spearheaded by the dynasty. The new face of the Crimson Tide. It used to be a certain individual. A lot of people didn't like this individual for whatever reason.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like this individual. And as long as he was the face of the franchise, we got a lot of hate. And the program got a lot of bad rep for that. So do you feel like, where did that bad rep even come from? Did it come from the politics?
As far as from us?
Yeah, the Crimson Tide program.
The Crimson Tide, it was...
Why does it get a bad rep? Because
when
it's
you-
kind of, at first it was hate.
It's because you win. That's the biggest thing. It was the fact that if I wasn't on the board and sat in some of these conversations, well, these folks was really saying they hated our program because they win too much. It wasn't because we did something foul. We was doing shady shit.
Y'all wasn't
We
cheating.
wasn't cheating. It wasn't none of that. They said y'all win too much, and then the other lie was that was not a lie. We did win a lot, but they said
That's facts.
that our coaches are getting paid. I'm like, where do y'all get this from? I ain't getting a dime from this. But
Man, if only we could get paid
If
for
we
the
could,
time and
if we
energy we
could,
put into these
if
kids.
we
We raising
could.
some of these kids.
But it's like these are the narratives. They said if y'all go look on our champions page, y'all are on every page. From Pee Wee all the way up, all you see is Crimson Tide, Crimson Tide, Crimson Tide. If anything, that should make you want to practice or move your program harder, but don't criticize and shoot down what we building over here because we building something strong.
Especially if you're just going off word of mouth. If you don't actually know what's going on,
Exactly, it's not that
like y'all done been kicked out of leagues,
leagues, and it's not for
not allowed in the different leagues.
and it is not because of it was they hated a person in our organization and we won. That was the biggest thing about everything. It was the hate, and it's like I don't know. The hate be so real, but in all these people that run these organizations, they're all old. A lot of their ways and stuff like that. It's just time for them to bow out, but that ain't gonna
Gracefully,
happen.
get the fuck out of Dodge.
It's just time for them to bow out because when somebody does bring a new platform, a way of life to you football, it's going to change the atmosphere of Middle Tennessee.
I
Period.
mean, honestly, that's happening.
It's happening.
I feel like that's happening. If you
It's
look
coming.
you look at JR with Mob Squad,
It's coming.
his own program.
He's killing it, but a
He
lot of
doing his
hate comes
thing.
behind that.
He do.
They
But
hate this man.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff ain't even football, bro.
It's not.
It's not football.
It's not. It's personal.
It's personal.
It's personal.
And when you talk about the politics, that's why I felt some type of way about my decision to leave Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Cause y'all been around me, y'all know me. Y'all know I don't do politics. I don't do messy either.
Yeah.
And we can talk about whatever. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Y'all not gonna sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that it's all these politics, I feel like y'all put me in the category like I was playing the politic game, or I was not fooling with y'all for some of the same reasons other people don't mess with y'all.
It was never that. It was one of them things to where, like I said, if you would have went anywhere,
Anywhere but black.
Anywhere but black,
Anywhere but black.
I probably wouldn't even said a word or probably gave a damn.
Right.
You could have went to black when they said, I'm coaching 9 and 10.
No issue.
I'm cool with that.
But
7 and 8, that was personal. I feel like that's just how, you know,
Yeah.
so a lot of shit you just got to be like, that's personal. Like, that's how I took that. That's personal. You could have coached Pee Wee. I wouldn't have gave a
bro, was
two.
it weird like planning for us, knowing I was gonna be on the other sideline?
Absolutely. Because
What was they like?
all week, we tried to change up shit. Like,
And what y'all was anticipating?
because I'm telling them, like, more so, you know how we yell out everything.
You really like? Did you think I was going? Hey, bro, they call this. They
No, but
this
you
they
can at least
formation,
put
this they
not
lingo.
even that. You can at least put a kid in the right position at the time. You know what I mean? Hey, don't move with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because at the end of the day, it's the same offense that you done ran.
Hey,
You done seen it.
y'all thought I would do that? Like y'all really thought I would do that?
Not do it, but shit, at the end of the day, we trying to win. At the end of the day, I was like, man, this motherfucker gonna put a motherfucker in the right place. That, like, he gonna put the right little motherfucker over there at the right time to put him in the, you know what I mean, in the right, because it's the same offense.
Right.
That's the one thing that people fail to realize, that it's the same exact offense that's been going down.
Right.
You just put in different places and put people in the same, but it's the same exact thing that you ran, Kenny ran. It's the same exact thing. You know, that's one thing we try to keep intact. If it ain't broke, we don't fix it on that part.
So I heard a lot of excuses after the game about the refs didn't call this, refs didn't call that. Look at this footage. I'm gonna send you this footage. Look at this play. Did the better team win?
The better team had help winning. The refs helped it. I'm gonna say that. But the one thing I will not take away from y'all is, you got to think. The one thing I'm gonna say is,
We only won because of the refs.
not even because of the refs. Y'all big as that's first and foremost.
That big ass running back y'all
Y'all
had.
was big as y'all was big as
Was that
in
number
the
7 or number 2?
Number 2, yeah. I'm talking about y'all line. I ain't talking about my running back. You know what I mean? Yeah, he a nice ass. But the one thing I
Nigga
won't
broke
take,
8 tackles one play.
Yeah, he did. He do that a lot. But just picture if he had a Coach Chris. How many tackles? How many more tackles you think he would have broke?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them things to where things to make you go, But y'all are massive. And the biggest thing I took from that is it helped our boys so much. Like, that
It
game
was great work.
That
was
game,
great work.
That game helped my boys more than y'all will ever know.
How so though? Because I know y'all ain't been hit like that. We hit y'all in the mouth.
We hadn't been hit. We hadn't had our backs against the wall. Like,
yeah, because y'all was just smashing everybody.
You got to think, man.
And we was smashing everybody.
Sometime in this league play, it's sad how they dumb it down, and it's like you might get one good game out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, everything else is smoke and mirrors, because it make you look like you a bad motherfucker, but you ain't playing nobody.
But y'all thought I was joking. I told you we had already been battle tested though.
Yeah,
we went down to Atlanta. Our first week in pads, we went to Atlanta. Our first game, we was in pads for 2 days. We played the number 1 8-year-old team in the nation.
But I don't think that helped y'all.
Bullshit.
It
don't get no worse than that. Getting smacked in the mouth off the rip, it don't get no worse than that.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that because you got to think
we seen the highest level.
We done did it. That year we went to Bessemer.
Yeah.
We took our boys down to the
and that's what we played, Bessemer.
And we went down there and we got smacked in the mouth the whole weekend.
Right. But I'm talking about this year, 2023.
2023.
We had already been battle tested.
Yeah.
We've been rocking since June.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was July. We started playing games in July. Like we was rocking. Like I probably had 2 weekends off until I took my little leave of absence.
Yeah.
We maybe had 2 weekends off.
Man, y'all was rocking, and
So
I'm not gonna take
we was
that.
already battle
Yeah, y'all was
tested,
battle. Y'all was already in the mix, and we hadn't been.
right?
You know what I mean? We hadn't been, but for us to, I would say our first real competition, and to do that, yeah, I mean that last score made the score look like it was, you know, it was something that it wasn't.
The
But
game on YouTube. Shout out to Les Ball YouTube channel.
absolutely, it's on there.
Blackman Blaze
It's on
AU.
there.
No, Blackman Blaze and Apes AU
But
versus Crimson
we
Tide
marched down the field
Dynasty.
twice, 80 yards.
I thought y'all was gonna lay down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought y'all was
No,
gonna lay down.
it's no lay down.
Cause we
Ever.
was hitting y'all. We had to pick y'all up. But y'all wouldn't lay down though,
wouldn't.
and y'all kept coming.
And they kept coming.
And what y'all did in the second half, y'all stopped trying to be cute.
And
Y'all just lined up and started playing.
we played our game because I feel like one thing that we had was we got two special backs. We got two special
Y'all got a
backs.
special quarterback.
We have a special quarterback. We have a very special quarterback. He started putting dots on their asses.
Right.
But it's the fact that we have no quit.
Yeah.
It's like at practice we ain't we going against our teams the whole time. You know what I mean? We practice up,
Man, that wasn't no work.
but it was work.
Y'all should have called us over there.
It was work. It
But
was
nah,
work.
we finna wrap this up in a minute. Would you ever coach for any other program? Or would you coach at another level, the middle school level or the high school level? College level, NFL, would you coach at another level or another program?
The only way I would coach at another organization if it's my own organization. That would be the only way that I would, leave the Tide. I feel like, the Tide is us. The Tide is me. And it's hard to leave that.
So you ain't tired of the Tide.
I ain't tired of the Tide. I done been tired. I done been tired of the Tide.
Yeah.
The Tide done, the Tide ain't always been good to me. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's done been some,
Trust me,
you
I
know,
know.
it done been some
Some business. You know,
it done been some it done been some bullshit in the mix.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that when you don't lay down and you keep coming back, it's like they gotta respect it. It's like at the end of the day, you ain't gotta like me. But one thing's for sure, you gonna respect me.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta like me though, but you gonna respect it. You gonna respect what we bring to the table. And that's the biggest thing. If we ain't earned her respect this year, I don't know what we did all these years.
How much longer you got till you hang it up?
I think my best years are still yet to come. I feel like it's
you here.
I'm here until I see otherwise. It's like it's fine. It's like, it is getting harder with the boys being older now. So, you're trying to juggle JV games and, but like I said, it's all about buying in. My parents bought in. We changed our whole practice schedule around my schedule of me watching my son them play.
That's hard.
And didn't hear no peeps about it. Like Monday,
Yeah, they bought in for real.
You see what I'm saying? Like we changed the whole outcome because we had my son play JV games. Got to be there for it.
All right, last question. We're gonna wrap it up. When it's all said and done, what do you want the people to remember about Coach Tim?
That's a good one. That he stood on everything he said. He made sure that I treated every kid like they was mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. I treated every kid that ever came across us, I treated them like they was mine.
Yeah.
And to this day, if they call me right now, I'm gonna come. If I can help, I'm gonna help in any kind of way. That's the one thing, and I'm doing it for the kids. It's not for me. It's not for my mama.
That's
it's
what
not
it's
for
all
my son.
about, bro.
It's not for anybody else. I do it because I want to do it. I want to be. And we ain't getting paid for this. You know what I mean? So it's different. You gotta want it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
So shout out Coach Tim,
Hey,
my dog.
I appreciate
Anything
it.
you want the people to know as far as anything coming up?
Hey, the biggest thing is roll tide. Hey, if you're looking for a good place for your kid, we take them from 4 all the way to 12. Hey, you better come. The biggest statement and biggest everything is it's just better here. That's a true statement. It's just better here. Hey, a lot of people has left, but there's a lot of people still there. So please come. Hey, we be back at it. 7 on 7. Sign up today.
Where they sign up at?
Hey, go on crimsontide.org. Youth football. crimsontideyouffootball.org. Get on there. The site will be back up with the 7-on-7 information by next month. So please feel free to sign up, man. Come join us. Come see why we the most hated youth program in Middle Tennessee.
Appreciate you having you on. Appreciate
Hey,
having you on, bro.
I
You definitely
appreciate
gonna
it.
be back because I got something special planned up for the Dynasty staff.
Hey,
So
I
we
can't
we'll,
wait.
we'll be back.
I can't wait.
All right, another episode of Coach Chris Chronicles. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.
Peace out.